Ranger is here, and Little Omega is confronting Ranger in the backstage. Ladies and gentlemen, we haven't even started. Little Omega taking a cheap shot, and Ranger firing back. This thing hasn't even started yet, ladies and gentlemen. The show. What the hell? And as security tries to break up two of the biggest men here in Whassup Wrestling, it's going to take an army to do just that. We are ready here, ladies and gentlemen, for our next show, our final show before No Mercy. Start things off is a contest that was signed by this very woman, Terri Golde, featuring all 4 #1 contenders for Vixen titles. Next week at No Mercy, of course, Terri Golde, the #1 contender to the Vixen title itself. Zahara Madigan-Star, the #1 contender to the women's title. As well as Emily Stratfield and Honey Rydel, the co-contenders for the Divas Championship. This is a Battle Royale matchup. Essentially, Terri, I suppose, looking to prove herself superior even among the other challengers. Wouldn't it be something if Terri gets eliminated first within 5 seconds of this matchup? After all, ever since coming into Whassup Wrestling, Terri has been rather boastful of her abilities, has been able to back them up for a fair deal of her career thus far. Even going to the point of forcing Emily into the harem. And thus, Kitty has rewarded her with a title shot against AJ Smith just next week's time. And here comes the 2023 Miss Money in the Bank, Zahara Madigan-Star. Cashed it in just the week after Money in the Bank, issuing a challenge for Ida Atsuko. Of course, she entered into this matchup on the strict orders of Spice to win the briefcase and present it to the dominant one. Unfortunately, as we said, Zahara had plans of her own, stating that Catalina had made her decision by signing herself up with Spice to form the BDSM tag team. So instead, well, as mentioned, Zahara just does it for herself.
I got this trick to show ya. Disappear when he act up on ya. But you know it'll be right back on ya.
This battle royale is ready to get underway, and of course we have Anya leading the members of the harem, who have their shot at Queen Amazonia for the Divas Championship in just a week's time. A handicap 1-on-2 tag situation. Emily Stratfield and Honey Rydel will have to learn to work together if they wish to acquire the title for their goddess. Although I doubt that Emily is seeing it that way. It's more or less Honey working towards that goal. Anyway, Emily is just going along for the ride until SummerSlam. Is just a reminder that is when the tenure for her harem's entrance will be long and over. Something I'm certain that she is looking forward to. I doubt that Anya will stick around long for this one, not with all the chaos that would be presented, and interesting to see what Emily and Honey do in this Battle Royale matchup, given that it is every woman for themselves here. Certainly, as mentioned, Anya makes her way to the back, leaving her 2 harem members out here to fight on their own. And this Battle Royale, as Emily goes, well, characteristically straight for Terri, but Honey and Zahara stand back, and now Emily going right for Honey. And try to eliminate her quickly here. And Zahara now fighting off against Terri, and Honey already sent over the top rope, now just holding on for dear life. Manages to fight back and get her way back into the ring. And now against the ropes, and once more, another elimination attempt. And again, Honey over the top rope. Zahara with a clubbing blow over the chest. And again, Honey managing to save herself. It's both Harem members fighting in the corner. I suppose you can say that they're just working out frustrations before their eventual tag team handicap matchup against Queen Amazonia. As Terri and Zahara continue on their fight in the far corner there. Zahara with a hefty backhand chop, knocking Terri down. Straight up against the ropes, and now Zahara could be eliminating Terri. And just like with Honey, Terri managing to lay herself down onto the apron, takes a shot to both legs, and rolls her way back inside as Honey comes in from behind, taking Zahara down. And now Terri is going to focus on Emily, who tried to roll to the apron to safety. A couple of kicks from Terri. And a clothesline, and Emily almost sent over the top rope, managing to hold herself on with that one hand, and a slap to the face from Terri. Well, there's no love lost between these two. I don't think there ever will be. And again, some shots there from Terri. And Zahara fighting back against Honey. So this is a battle royale. Eliminations must occur for a victor to be made. Honey propped up against the ropes, and now Zahara looking to eliminate her as Terri chokes out the life of Emily Stratfield. Fans out here are the referee. The people we have out by ringside are officials hidden behind what they consider their announce table. Now Emily finally looking to eliminate Terri. Has her up, but Terri managing to come in from behind. Shot to the back. And Emily sent against the ropes now. And again, Terri kicking away at Emily. And builds up speed, and there goes Emily, knocked to the outside. Terri Golde getting one up on the redhead once again. Is Terri coming over to help? Yes, she is. This could be it for the Divas Championship contenders. And indeed, Honey Rydel is eliminated. Is down to the women's and Vixen's title contenders, respectively. And Terri sent swiftly over the top, managing to fight back. Shot to the face. As I said before, this matchup was made by Terri in order to prove her own dominance against her fellow top title contenders. As we know, the only Vixen titles not to be defended are the tag team titles. Any complaints on that? You look no further than the current holders, the Council, Kitty and Stephanie McMahon, who have held those titles since WrestleMania. We've had #1 contenders since Backlash, and no match has been signed as of yet. Zahara waiting, getting in, Black Magic. And Black Magic, middle of the ring, Terri taken down. Zahara might be setting up some big-time momentum. Terri up, perhaps still a bit too dazed. And no, Terri managing to hold on. One hand, and Zahara really kicking, really pushing. But Terri managing to fight back, get her way back in here. Snapping suplex, taking Terri down. And straight fist to the face. They're not holding back here. You see the claw across the face and the eyes. And now the back. And Terri, with Zahara propped up, gonna try and eliminate her herself again now. And over the top. Halfway there. Terri pushing hard. Zahara managing to catch hold of the foot though and punch her way back in. Zahara's ticket not quite punched yet. And Terri, I don't know what happened there. Tried to get in a chop, but I guess Zahara caught her arm. Anyway, trying for a suplex. Doesn't get it through though, but Terri manages to get one of her own. And Zahara sweeping out the leg. Jawbreakers. Terri tries for a drop kick, shoved aside and kicked across the legs. It looks like Zahara might be trying for another black magic. Twist of the arm, hook of the leg, and snapping the head straight down. Zahara missing on that foot. This could pause her. No, Terri unable to capitalize fast enough. Takes a slap to the face and a high kick to the head, and now a shot to the face, and now some gut punches. Terri pulls out from the corner. Zahara really turning around a new leaf. Someone who's always come up second throughout most of her career here in Whassup Wrestling. Terri Golde is no slouch either. That was a nice implant DDT jumping up. Of course, there are no pinfalls in this one. Only submissions. Leg lock DDT, I suppose you can call it. No attempt at elimination from either of these two for some time, and now they're just leapfrogging one another towards the side of the ring. And back up in the middle. I think Terri is just weighing her options here. And Terri landing those spiked heels down into Zahara's gut. I don't know how she can wrestle in them, but she finds a way. Attempting with a straight shot, but unsuccessful. Straight into a clothesline from Terri. Against the ropes, but no. Zahara coming back. Fireman's carry. It's the longest battle royal we've had here in Whassup Wrestling. And Zahara taking him deep, and out goes Terri as Zahara picks up the victory. Not only the victory, a certain amount of momentum going into her title match for the women's title. Will Zahara be the one to dethrone Ida Atsuko? We know that Ida is not invincible, having lost the semi-final matchup in the Queen of the Ring tournament. Does Zahara have her number? She's got a certain amount of DDTs to recover from. We will see, ladies and gentlemen, in 1 week's time when she finally gets her shot, finally gets her opportunity for the Women's Championship. The lights go out. The heavy metal sounds. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it could mean just about anything by that description here in Whassup Wrestling. A lot of entrances happen in the dark, and a lot of entrances come out to the heavy metal, but in this case it means the beautifully demonic satanic monsters. As BDSM Spice and Catalina. With the formidable tag team that these two have become. Seen them as of much, but coming down, and we'll be seeing them taking on the page-turning centerfolds. So this is the BDSM versus the PTC. Spice is still also considered the leader of the Evil Girls, the BDSM, just an offshoot group of that team. As we'll just be seeing more of them later on, especially in 2 weeks' time. The Bikini Party Summer for the Hellcat Championship. Members of the Evil Girls will be participating in it. But it is one of the titles that they have all been squandering for.
Destination unknown,
Here they come, the former tag team champions, who had won it and then lost it to the council, winning it at Christmas Chaos and then losing it at WrestleMania. Unfortunately, due to the decisions by Katie, no rematch was made, basically allowed for the PTC. Figure that one out. Day soon when the title is no longer held up by bureaucratic mumbo jumbo. We'll see it perhaps around the waist of the PTC or even the BDSM at some point. And we start things off with Catalina and Harper. Harper, of course, last year's Miss Queen of the Ring. Not Queen of the Ring, sorry, but Miss Money in the Bank. The PTC do like to take things slow. Taking a DDT and now coming up from behind. And backdrop on Madigan-Star. Spice Crystal watch on and Harper with another backdrop. Seems to be a new favorite of hers. As Paige, the PTC trainer, watches on. Just spinning around, dizzying out Catalina, but certainly herself as well. And Harper setting up off the middle rope, going for an elbow drop and misses it. That's what happens when you wind up. Catalina now hopping in from behind, catching Harper with a German suplex. Hard stomp down on the back. With the nicest showing by Catalina there on Harper. Harper trying to get in that shot a couple of times there, unsuccessful. Manages to land on her feet, running right in, but takes a back body drop, just landing her hard on her lower back as Catalina now wraps her legs around the head of Harper. Harper sent to the BDSM corner. Quick tag out to Spice. Big boot as Crystal Blake holds out her hand, trying to get in a tag. Does not get it, but instead watches as Harper is lost into the bow and arrow. I think Harper is set to give up just yet. Manages to come out of it, almost into a pinning combination, but Spice getting out of it rather quickly, going for a power bomb, but no. Harper with a sunset flip. The referee barely even paying attention. Just a 2 count. Could have been a 3 count if the referee were to actually be watching this matchup. The Reverse SDO there by Harper. And arm drag. Response by Spice. Keeping Harper down to a knee. Tries to kick out the other leg. Comes running in. Leg scissors. As Crystal once again calls for a tag. And no dice for Harper. And Paige throwing in a steel chair. Is Paige trying to get Spice disqualified? Seemed like the wrong time to throw in a chair. Anyway, Harper trying to catch the foot, gets clothesline down. And Paige now distracting the referee, and finally a tag as Spice has hold of the chair. Props it up in the corner, and Crystal responds from behind, taking out both members of the BDSM. Where's Crystal going? I think Crystal sees Spice getting up to her feet. And Crystal taking out Catalina. Now going right after Spice. This plan of hers could backfire. After all, this is a 2-on-1 situation she's perhaps putting herself into. Indeed, Catalina coming over to offer some assistance, but surprisingly Spice not allowing it. The referee taking the chair from the corner, sending it back to the outside. That's good on him there. At least he's watching for those. Crystal dropped down as Spice now flexes out her peacock feathers. Simple kick to the chest, and looks like Spice had a few words, but Crystal had some right back and sends Spice flying over the top rope. Crystal now just watching and waiting, or not. Diving reverse suplex, sending Spice's legs into the steel stairs. And now chest first into those same steel stairs. The second time into those stairs. She's going to get her in there eventually. Crystal pausing for a momentary workout. Referee up to 6 now. Catalina trying for a tag, but Spice could not get there in time before getting stomped on the back of the head. And again. Crystal just crashing herself down over top of Spice's waist. A tag out to Harper. And the assisting knee lift, and yes it is! Double knees to the face. Harper now going for the cover. Unfortunately could not get it. It's Catalina making the save. And Harper now going to take Spice for a ride. Since we're crashing the opposing corner there. Neutral corner. Spice counters out the Irish whip. And Harper fighting back. Quick tag out to Crystal. And gonna go for it again. This time opposing forces. Crystal now going for the cover. Catalina having full faith. And it is not warranted as Crystal Blake gets the pinfall over Spice. The PTC are victorious here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Sure, that's going to make Paige very proud of her team here. Surviving against the likes of the PTC. I'm sure many viewers at home assume that we would be seeing multiple submission holds. Surprisingly, we've only really seen one. The sunset flip attempt, and saw how long it took for the referee to actually make the count. Again, don't know what that was all about. Spice channeling her inner Riley, stealing out Riley's mount Everett. And a high five from all three members of the PTC, victorious again. We'll have to wait for the Glow Girls to take their shot, and perhaps we will see the PTC getting theirs soon enough. Whassup Wrestling is brought to you by the Fighting Monkeys. Or are they being sponsored by us? Well, either way, the money is going somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. Couple of surprise upsets earlier, ladies and gentlemen. We could be set to witness another one as Dexter Spectacular comes down to the ring. There's still some contention about what Jamie Hill had done just a few weeks prior following Money in the Bank. Was his assault on Dexter Spectacular from behind intentional or not? At No Mercy, the tag team partners will confront each other inside of the ring. Try and work this whole thing out. They will confront each other, or we will have Jamie Hill come out here and answer for his, well, strike, I guess we can say. We can't really say assault or anything like that. Owen Sleuth, Charles Nassett, we'll get to the bottom of that. I know I keep changing the whole thing up, ladies and gentlemen. It's not like I'm making things up as I go. As we said before, another upset could be in the making as Moose makes his way to the ring. Larger competitors here at Whassup Wrestling, former tag team champion alongside King Valentine until that union dissolved following their title loss against the team of Natural Greatness. Moose at one time was under the employ of the council alongside King Valentine, but I suppose no longer. As Dexter Spectacular meets up with Moose, who comes running out with a dropkick. I don't think Dexter expected that. And Moose with a standing suplex. Moose is not going to go easy on this one. And knees buried to the gut. A low dropkick there by Moose. Moose already going for the cover. 2 and almost a 3 count, 2.5. What has Moose got planned here? And Moose jumping high, but to no avail. Moose with an Inseguri, the fastest big man on the roster. The most impressive competitors here in Whassup Wrestling as a result. And we are seeing it on display here now. Another pinfall attempt following that backbreaker to the corner, and Moose victorious very quickly here. Just makes short work of Dexter Spectacular. Dexter lasted longer in his entrance than he did in this matchup. You see that low kick to the side of the head. Moose even attempted the Moose on the loose to no avail. So instead, Moose just tosses Dexter into the corner and throws him away. Picks up the victory. A very, well, easy victory, I suppose you could say, for Moose. It did make it seem rather seamless. Congratulations to Moose. And again, hopefully this next week we'll get to the bottom of issues between members of Spectational. One that I expect will not be as quick here, ladies and gentlemen. We have Catherine Neville to face off against former New Trinity member Roxie Stevenson. Roxie was recently gone evil. Now Catherine Neville will finally get some measure of response against her. Spending all that time pulling Catherine into wanting to be a tag team. Catherine finally relenting. And this is the way Roxie treats it, by immediately disbanding the New Trinity and basically becoming heel. Well, heel in her words. This is one that is just Catherine Neville venting her frustrations, but then again, when isn't Catherine just out here to vent her frustrations? This will be a Falls Count Anywhere matchup. No limit on where they can stop. Wait, Rydel and Roxie. Here she comes, at least still wearing the bear hat. Something she resumed wearing following the Snow Bunny tournament in support of Catherine. To support her furry side, and I don't know what Catherine thinks about it. You see Roxie's dark hair, symbol of highlighting her pink streak. Roxie, pink is the most evil color out there, so, well, I don't know what she thinks about someone like Summer Holly Madison. She is in her blink form, if she ever will be allowed to come back in her blink form. Both women meeting each other in the middle, and it is Roxie utilizing some speed and Catherine responding right back. Actually with a couple of quick strikes, but Catherine coming in with a clothesline and now a suplex. Catherine trying for a high-end shot, perhaps trying to set up for the final nail right at the start in this Falls Count Anywhere contest. The arm, and now it's to the ropes. There's a Falls Count Anywhere reminded of Pimp Daddy and Matt Hardy just basically turning their match into a street fight through the crowd, just trading blows left and right. Catherine nailing Roxie down with a spike DDT. And back body drop. So if these two competitors decide to utilize the Falls Count Anywhere rules, otherwise I'm sure these fans will be quite disappointed. After all, it's not like the only place in this arena is this ring. know that from just earlier before at the top of the show. Ranger and Blith Omega brawling to the outside, and Roxie taking down Catherine's throat over the top rope. And now just waiting, calling for it, infusing the catnip, and a cat's meow to the side of the head. And now Roxie with the cover. Here's the count right by Catherine's head, and just a 2 count. Roxie fairly shocked by this one. Now going, taking out the knee. Trying for a Hurricane Rana. Catherine catches hold, counters out of it with a power bomb. Now heavy shot and a final nail. You know Catherine's style, she doesn't just keep it to one final nail. She wants to make sure that coffin is locked up tight. Roxie's head careening into Catherine's knee. Heavy shot, and the second final nail. And I think Catherine's knee may have given out there. Here's the cover, 2, and just a 2 count. Unfortunate for Catherine. Neville. I think the delivery of that second final nail, or perhaps the shot to the head from earlier, or maybe even Roxie's leg DDT. By the way, Catherine Neville is doing what she can, sending Roxie to the outside. Catherine Neville definitely going to put her body on the line here. Comes right through, over top of the referee, taking Roxie down. And now going for the cover, right on the outside, and just a 1 count. And Catherine trying to end this thing early now. And Roxie with an uppercut. Roxie trying to roll away, crashes into the steel stairs. You heard that one. And that's not going to hurt the leg any. We're not going to help the leg any, sorry. And Catherine utilizing her good leg. And the referee comes running over, makes the count onto the mats. And finally, this one is over. Roxie is defeated. Catherine Neville victorious. Which is good, because hopefully she will allow some sort of checkup in the back on that knee of hers. Hopefully it is nothing serious, ladies and gentlemen. For Catherine Neville, looking forward to that Hellcat Championship matchup tournament just in a couple weeks' time. And we see Catherine Neville holding her knee in pain, but pushing herself through it. Managing to come back, obtain a victory over Roxie Stevenson, putting to bed this whole situation between her and Roxie. Whassup Wrestling is brought to you by Snacky S'mores. Eat Snacky S'mores. This should be a stupendous matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Wild Child set to take on Superstar. What an opportunity for this young competitor. In the back, Catherine Neville spent the break fighting off against people wanting to check up on her. Finally, well, as word is, being sedated. Katie making the call. And therefore, Catherine Neville is getting the treatment that, as Katie would say, she deserves. Don't know what that's all about, but hopefully it means medical. Keep you notified on that as things progress. For now, ladies and gentlemen, we have Wild Child again, former $1 million champion, set to face off against Superstar, the current reigning World Heavyweight Champion. Just last week, victorious over King Valentine in last week's main event. Incredible showing by the World Heavyweight Champion. Just awaiting the arrival of the champion. This will be a non-title affair. There we see the single light, the beacon of sorts, allowing everyone to know that Superstar, the World Heavyweight Champion, has arrived. Superstar managing to get that belt all the way around his coat. Maybe a little easier to just get it on underneath, but Superstar is a proud champion. He's going to show off the belt in all of its glory. Just after all, again, the reason why he signed up here with Whassup Wrestling. Man had a goal. The man achieved that goal. And damn it, he's going to show off the prize as best he can. Here tonight. He's Wild Child, the enigma of Whassup Wrestling. The man who week in and week out, I keep saying, is going to become a breakout star. Always a disappointment. And there's the bell sounding, both men meeting up in the middle. And it looks like it's Wild Child thus far getting the better of it. Stiff forearm shot to the back between the shoulder blades. A victory here tonight would be a tremendous thing for Wild Child, especially if it, shatters the record of Moose's matchup with Dexter Spectacular earlier. Child trying to break out the legs of Superstar, and Superstar trying to break out the leg of Wild Child now. Bow and arrow lock. We saw this one earlier tonight. Exactly how Harper got out of it from Spice. And Wild Child keeping himself out of reach. Could not do it for that much longer. And stalling suplex. Superstar showing off his strength. Middle rope. Trying for a back elbow or something. Either way, it misses. And Wild Child trying for a bulldog, and that misses. Almost looked like Wild Child was trying to put up his dukes there before getting kicked back down. Wild Child fighting out, and scoop slam connects there. And of course, Superstar is going to taunt after that one. And deservedly so. That move is going to try it again. Instead, that move is not a very easy maneuver to perform here in Whassup Wrestling. It's very rare we see it connected once or even twice. Superstar tried it and given Wild Child the opportunity to take this match back. And Wild Child taken down. Superstar that kicks in the back. What's this? And sharpshooter time. And Superstar making certain to pull Wild Child from the ropes, or at least turn him away from the ropes. But Wild Child managing, kicking away Superstar. Heavy shot to the face, kick to the gut, and spiking DDT. And Superstar now showcasing himself to the crowd. Superstar countering out there. Nice arm drag, but no avail. Superstar coming up to his feet. Don't do it, Superstar. And hard DDT. Superstar just stealing that one from Wild Child. And here's the cover. And just a 2 count. And Superstar cannot believe it. Unable to beat Wild Child with his own move. Wild Child sweeping out the legs, stopping on the chest, and now getting hold of his gut, squeezing out the air. I suppose you can say giving Superstar a little love. And Superstar DDT'd by Wild Child. And I think Wild Child is in a state of disbelief. I think he knew that he could do that. And Superstar is certainly irate now. Wild Child fighting back, shot to the gut and the shot to the head. And referee taken down. Wrong place, wrong time for the referee. Wild Child dropped to a knee. He's worn out. And this is how you DDT. And Wild Child could be picking up victory here. 2. And no. 2 count only. And I think that DDT must have busted open Superstar's forehead. And Superstar again having a few words with Wild Child before locking him back into the sharpshooter. Fair deal of pressure applied here, and Wild Child struggling. I don't think he can get out. I think he's just at the mercy, waiting until Superstar just can't hold on any longer. And taking Wild Child down. No remorse, no mercy. Superstar victorious here, staring down at Wild Child. So Wild Child managed to get out of that first sharpshooter, could not do it a second time. It's Wild Child sweeping up the ropes, and this responding with another DDT. And you see the blood splatter, and the other sharpshooter, Wild Child fighting, would not surrender. And I think that pissed off Superstar more than anything. The Superstar delivering a swift star struck, and the World Heavyweight Champion victorious here tonight, ladies. What is this? King Valentine is here. King Valentine, and Superstar spots him. But I think Superstar knew, or at least saw him, and is going to take advantage of King Valentine's slow speed. Taking him down, on for another sharpshooter. This last week all over again, and this time Valentine taps out. But Superstar is not quite done with the man who would try and attack him. But what is this? Valentine coming out from behind. I saw Valentine tap out to the sharpshooter. And now whipping Superstar into the corner. Is choking him out. What is Valentine doing? What is his reasoning for doing this? Was he that upset about last week? If he's that upset, then... Oh, headbutt! A headbutt catching Superstar across his already busted open head. The referee is powerless to do a damn thing about this. And Superstar thrown damn near out of the ring, connecting into the ropes. What is going on here, ladies and gentlemen? King Valentine outside, warning Superstar, heading to the back. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Again, don't know what King Valentine was doing coming out to that ring again. I suppose he was just upset with how things turned out last week. How easily Superstar was able to dispose of him. Anyway, Valentine came out, made an impression. Set to make her way to the ring. We have a question why Summer Holly Madison hasn't been issuing any sort of challenge towards Kitty or Stephanie McMahon. Like no mercy. She's not busy, and neither are Kitty or Stephanie. Well, we do know that Kitty was attempting to weaken Summer just last week in that tables match with Madigan-Star. Of course, Madigan-Star basically going into business for herself, showing up that she was enjoying the thing a bit too much. Now here to compete against another Hellcat title hopeful, Buffy St. Clair, who has amassed quite the number of victories over Cindy Sullivan. Will that play into the tournament in just 2 weeks' time? There she is, Busty Buffy St. Clair. Major hopeful for a title, any title. One of the reasons why she was so vocal about bringing in a FUBAR title for the Vixens division. Basically, it's right up her alley. Do whatever it takes to defeat an opponent, even if it means roughing them up beyond limitations. It's an old barred situation. Although this match is with certain rules, so Busty will have to calm herself. It's surprising that Busty is not out here with either Tina Molina or Carmella. Herself used to competing alone, especially when it comes for the tournament in just 2 weeks' time, the Bikini Party Summer. Well, competitors bouncing themselves out, getting themselves ready as Busty takes hold of Summer already. Flung off the top rope. And already Busty just testing the rules here. Assessing the referee's resolve to keep things simple. Honestly, with the way of Busty's viciousness here. It's kind of hard to determine whether she's just fighting as herself or because she was instructed by Kitty to do what she could to destroy Summer in a manner that Lana just couldn't. And Summer managing to catch hold of Busty. Rather surprising for someone who is, well, the size of Summer, and Summer hitting up to the top now. What is this? Summer off the top rope. Madigan-Star making her way to the ring. Madigan-Star has not had enough of Summer. Busty coming up from behind. Trying for a quick cover here. Crucifix pin. Sorry, not crucifix. And Summer staring in disbelief. Almost like she forgot that she is out here to compete. Trying for a quick kick, but Busty getting hold of it. Summer's going to have to try and get her mind back into the match now. And steadily she's getting it back there, but Madigan-Star coming out just to gaze at Summer. The girl has real issues. For whatever reason, it centers around Summer Holly Madison. Now Summer going for the quick cover. Not even a 1 count. Busty's not even going to try and take a breather during that pinfall. Drop kick between the shoulder blades. Summer fighting back. Well, not really fighting back, just more or less keeping up the fight. As long as like Summer had realized what was going on, that perhaps Busty was on the payroll of the council to try and take her out, and Summer responding in kind. Summer now just waiting. Not going to take any chances with Busty, with the sort of competitor that she is. And risk her being possible or anything like that. Standing Hurricane Rana. Summer with a bit of a taunt there. And Busty always just bouncing off. And she knows what Summer is trying to do. Trying to set up for the back heel kick. The ropes, another kick, this time connects. Straight into Busty's chest. This time Summer able to get it in there. And this time, yes, diving heel kick. Busty's trying to crawl her way for the ropes, but again, falls into the victim prey of Busty's possumness. Stalling knee to the back is Busty managing to take back control of this one, but Summer fighting back, and fighting back hard. A chance rebut. Busty managing to come out, and Summer kicking her feet. Putting himself into position for a reverse DDT, and this could be it. Twisted Splash time, and yes, Twisted Splash connects off the top rope. Summer with a pinfall cover. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen, and indeed it is. Summer once again victorious over another hit woman sent by the council, perhaps. You see the surprise on Summer's face. She's pulled back into a pin. Managing to turn things around, pick things back up. Getting yourself all the way to the back diving heel kick. And then finally, the Twisted Splash. Summer victorious, and at one point in time, she will be facing off against members of the council, Kitty and Stephanie. That is for certain. They can't keep hiding. They can't just keep sending people at her. Summer will go through the entire roster if she has to. It's now time for the main event, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Fatal 4-Way. 4 corners, 4 competitors, however you want to put it. 4 men will essentially be main eventing No Mercy. Great White Hype will be teaming with his brother, the Door Killer, to take on Tornado and Jeffrey Jones, the Heroes for Hire, for the Tag Team Championships. As well, Roger Desmond and Craig Stevens, who will go one-on-one in a no DQ contest. And as if that wasn't bad enough, ladies and gentlemen, we just got word that Ranger and Blith Omega will meet in an unsanctioned contest at No Mercy in just 1 week's time. I don't know what that means. Pretty much, I suppose it just means that they're just going to take some time out of the pay-per-view to meet up in the middle of this ring and fight. That Ranger was taken out of the King of the Ring tournament as a result of an injury. It was Blith Omega the man who did the work. And we see Craig Stevens, the man who had the Universal title for the shortest reign. Maybe longer than Jamie Hill, but Jamie Hill still won it later on. Craig Stevens unsuccessful in winning the King of the Ring tournament to take the unfilled title back for himself. That he will be entering the hunt for certain at some point in time going forward, ladies and gentlemen. But for now, he has business with Roger Desmond, and he will settle it at No Mercy. As you know, just during the Super Show Spectacular, just a few weeks ago, Roger Desmond managing to kick Maple with a Greatness Super Kick. As such, Craig Stevens has vowed to get back at Roger for that. We have yet to see Maple since the week before King of the Ring. Sure right now that she has fully recovered, but Craig Stevens still isn't too certain about bringing her back. Maybe following No Mercy, we will see her at ringside once more. But for now, Roger Desmond with a cocky smirk on his face. No remorse for what he's done. Just looks out there at Craig Stevens. I don't think he quite cares. The former Universal Champion. Awaiting the final contender of this Fatal 4-Way. One half of the Tag Team Champions. One half of the Heroes for Hire. He is, of course, Tornado. Situation between Heroes for Hire and Fortunate Sons got started when Door Killer was trying to make some kind of announcement. It was interrupted by Tornado and then Charles Manstead and finally Jeffrey Jones. Managed to claim victory over Door Killer later on that night. See the Fortunate Sons dethrone the Heroes for Hire from their pedestal, their spot, their place in Whassup Wrestling history. Fatal 4-way, unlike the Battle Royale before, it is one fall to a finish. And it's a good thing, otherwise Roger Desmond would have been eliminated already. It's surprising by the starting turnout of Roger Desmond and the Hype, while Craig Stevens and Tornado go at it inside the ring. Tornado heading up to the top, and arm drag by Hype on the outside. Tornado perhaps about to fly without a cape, and indeed flying without a cape. And the fight continues on the outside with a neck breaker. Referee paying more attention to the action inside the ring. No pinfalls allowed on the outside, but still no countouts either. Now all four competitors back inside. Hype rebounding off the middle rope, showing his own athleticism there. As Tornado getting his best over the former Universal Champion, as Hype, or at least was. And I was about to say that Hype was getting it over the other former Universal Champion. And now Craig Stevens is going to take out Roger Desmond from behind as both Tornado and Hype try to recover on the outside. First cover of the match. And Craig was trying to hoping to take an early victory, keep Roger Desmond fresh for No Mercy. Tornado back in the ring, and suplex taking Roger down as Hype joins them up as well. And this thing splits off again. Craig Stevens and Roger Desmond had their fight. Now they have to set up once again. And Roger Desmond going to try and take out Craig from behind. And Hype from behind himself. And I think Hype was just waiting for anyone to come up. And another neck breaker as Roger Desmond rolls up to the ring. And now it's time for Hype and Tornado to continue on with their situation. And Craig Stevens is going to put an early end to that. Craig Stevens with a neck breaker of his own. Jumping DDT to Tornado as Hype rolls to the outside, replaced by Roger Desmond. It's a conveyor belt of superstars here on Whassup Wrestling. And tossed by the head to Tornado, as again things are left to Roger Desmond and Craig Stevens. And Roger trying for a double underhook, something. And Hype, no, caught by Craig Stevens, who fireman carries him away. Hefty shot, and Craig Stevens special. Going for the cover, but Roger Desmond is just right there, taking out some pinfall and the referee at the same time. The man is pure magic. Referee seems to still be suffering from being taken out earlier tonight. A bit slower at getting up this time. And trying to take Roger Desmond down. Craig Stevens hops his way back into the ring. And again, the thing splits off in the most unusual of ways. It's heel on heel, face on face. Tornado flipping up Craig Stevens, and Roger Desmond with a running super kick straight underneath Hype's jaw. Side effect from Tornado going for the quick cover. And Roger Desmond seems to be more infatuated with taking out Hype. And Tornado Standing up. Got a hold of Craig Stevens' throat. Up in the air. Choke slam, taking him down. Roger Desmond sent to the ropes. Here's the cover. Hype going to come in. 2, and just a 2 count. Hype having more situational awareness, and stop to the back of Craig Stevens' head. I don't think Tornado expected that one. Tornado with a standing shooting star. I don't think he sees it, and that is it. Hype, Adam Wilson with the victory over Craig Stevens. Hype getting in a high curb stomp on the back of Craig Stevens' head, following the choke slam. Tornado should have stayed in the ring, and there we see it. Tornado with the ultimate power of a superhero. And there, Height taking Craig Stevens down. And just a pause, a moment, going for the pinfall. And here it is, center of the ring. The 1, the 2, the 3. Height picking up a victory. This is how we'll end things for No Mercy. Fortunate Sons with another victory, with their first title as a team. We will have to find out, ladies and gentlemen.